Hi, Buran.
Hi Karan, how are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How was your India trip?
The India trip was very hectic, but yeah, it was much awaited. It was
Okay,
very
nice.
good as well. The weather is good and everything. Coming back to UK, it's just same back again. You have to
Yeah,
take your vitamins and everything.
exactly. This is just a feedback call to know how was your experience. So we will start with the first question, and the first question is, could you briefly describe your professional background and how long you've been in the UK?
Yeah, so professionally, I completed my bachelor's in India. Then I was working in my dad's business as like handling the manufacturing and all that units across Kolkata. Then I moved to UK to do my master's in business analytics. While doing my master's, I got the opportunity to do an internship within the university's analytics department. That was a major changing moment for me because that helped me grow as a person and look through as a data analyst, analyzing the data where I was actually studying. So it gave me a lot of perspective and made me move towards the career path. So that is the basic experience that I get in. And I moved to UK, I guess, in September 23.
Okay, so it's been 1 year and 4 months,
Yeah, a little over 1 year. Yeah.
and that's good that you have landed the job as well now,
Yeah.
after the graduation, which is good. So how many months of internship did you did?
It was 3 months.
3 months. And if I remember correctly, you learned everything yourself, all the skills, and you
Yeah.
never had any data analyst experience back home. You learned Power BI, Tableau, all the data visualization
Yeah.
yourself, right?
Yeah, I learned it basically from Coursera. I did a Google Data Analytics course. Then
Okay.
I also learned SQL and Power BI from YouTube. I
Okay.
did a lot of courses and everything. And even in the course, I had prepared like 3 or 4 dashboards.
Okay.
So while preparing and learning, that was a major part because if you don't do something, even if you learn something, you don't know if you're making a mistake or you're doing it correctly. So it was just recurringly doing it again and again, and that's how I prepared myself.
Awesome. Awesome. Another question. Can you tell us a bit more before you joined this program? What was your main challenge or challenges?
So the main challenge for me before joining the program was I was just enhancing my I was not optimizing my CV properly, so I wasn't very sure how to do that, and I was putting in irrelevant experience of like Domino's, Warehouse, Tesco, and all that. So that wasn't helping me getting any interviews at all. But after joining the course, with the help and guidance that you provided, it was easier for me to optimize my CV according to the job description and what they were looking for, and possess my skills and show them that I already have the skills. Even if I don't have a lot of work ex, I have a lot of skills. That is what helped me. And my major concern was I wasn't getting the interviews at all.
I'm not sure, but you might have already explored other people as well who are into this profession. So I wanted to understand what made you choose to have career coaching with me as compared to other people, other career coaches.
So when I landed in UK, I guess in September 23, I was from that very point, I was starting to look at full-time roles.
Okay,
So I
nice.
w- so I was very consistently looking through the websites, what the people want, what the job portals are offering, what the other people are offering. So I followed like 3 or 4 career coaches in that time. So when I looked at your Instagram, I looked at all the shots and all those things that you posted, how you're helping people. So that is what helped me because you were very transparent from day one. Because when I approached you with the consulting call, I said that I was looking at the business analyst roles, but you said, see, you don't have to look at the business analyst role, you have to look at the data analyst role. Business analyst is something different. You have to progress into the career as a data analyst and then you can get into it. So that is what made me choose you over others, because you were very transparent. You were like, you did not want to waste my time, you did not want to waste your time. So that is what helped me a lot.
Okay, thank you. And I wanted to also ask you what aspects of coaching were most helpful to you. It was CV optimization, or it was interview prep, or it was, we built a dashboard as well. You built a dashboard as well. We did mock interviews as well. So what aspect of it was most important to you and was more helpful to you as well?
I feel everything played a big role into getting the offer, but for me, the CV optimization was the biggest one because because I was very sure about my skills and everything.
Nice.
So from day one, I was like, if I get the interview call, I'll do anything to get that offer instantly. So for me, it was just breaching that first stage of CV and reaching it to the hiring manager and going into the interview. Because as you know that while building the dashboard and everything, I put in a lot of effort. So I was ready to put in that effort, but the CV wasn't helping me that much. So
Exactly.
the CV optimization plus the interview prep and everything comes in line, but the CV optimization was most important.
Thank you. I remember we you built a dashboard and which they were not expecting. So do you think we have got an offer now? Do you think the dashboard that we built, also helped us to get an offer? Or do you think we would have cracked it without the dashboard as well?
No, I think the dashboard was a main
Okay, okay,
part of it because even in the second round of interview, the main the second interviewer was the hiring was the line manager of my hiring manager. So she mentioned it specifically that I have looked through your dashboard. I have given it to my data team to look at it, and they were very impressed. So
nice.
it was a big part in going to the second round because I built the dashboard, and a lot of people might not have, or they might have done something different. We don't know that, but it was a big major part because they talked about it a
Okay,
lot.
okay, nice, nice, nice. Good to know that. One last question. My format of career coaching is one-to-one, but would you prefer a group coaching where you are working, where you are, on a call with other students, or would you prefer one-to-one?
I would prefer one-to-one because it gives you more perspective and it gives you more clarity into what you're looking at.
Okay,
But again, group coaching might work if it's a small group, like three or
okay,
four people, and then you all are pursuing the same career field, like a data analyst or a marketing role. Then you might it's okay to get a group coaching, but then you have to have the same career goals as the other people, because if you don't have the same career goals, then it's difficult. So
yeah,
that's why I would prefer one-to-one, because there's a personalization effect as well, because the experience that I bring into this job role is different from somebody else bringing in, and there's no clear path of what you should do to land a
exactly.
job in the UK. So everybody is coming from a trial and error.
Yeah, I've got similar feedback from other student as well. And when we were recording the call, he mentioned that if we are into same field, then it makes sense to have
Yeah,
other people and know what they are, what's about their struggle in the interviews and all those stuff. But if somebody's in finance, somebody's in healthcare, somebody's in data, it doesn't make sense.
yeah,
You won't learn much from them. So
yeah.
thank you for the suggestion. And yeah, as you mentioned before this that you are joining tomorrow, and I wish you all the best. And do you have any last suggestions? Do you want to give any of the students who is out looking for any data analyst types of roles?
So the biggest suggestion I would give anybody who's looking is start as early as possible, because the earlier you start, the more ground you can make up during your PSW days. Because if you don't start during your student visa days, it is difficult to get a role during your PSW days, because you have to upskill quite a lot coming from anywhere in the world.
Ex-
Because out here, they don't care about where you study, because even in my interview, they never asked me where I studied. They asked me nothing about my studies, what I studied, nothing at all. They just focused on what you have done, what you can bring to the team, what skills you have. That's it.
Exactly.
If you so you have to upskill quite a lot. If you want to get into data analyst, you have to upskill and you have to do a lot of things. Yeah, so
Awesome.
starting early is the biggest thing.
Yeah, that makes total sense because we are always on a clock until we get our
Yeah,
sponsorship, and I'm sure you will get your sponsorship soon. But
hopefully.
this is the entry that you have to take. You cannot get,
Yeah, yeah,
like, the days are gone where you can get the sponsorship directly, but this is
yeah,
how you enter the market. So I'm sure the day is soon and it is near.
hopefully.
And thank you for joining today and wish you all the best.
Thank you.